Welcome back to my channel. It's time for another anime first impression video. You can see probably my daughter sleeping there and my doggy there. I do appreciate all the love and support that we've been receiving. I am traveling, like I said, it is Easter, so happy Resurrection Day for those that do celebrate. I've always been open with my faith in my channel. Not every episode, obviously, but I'm open about it. I'm a Christian for sure, and yeah, so we are celebrating. We're traveling to see my in-laws, and anyways, I haven't had time all weekend to record, so even though I was going to post yesterday and today, I only have time to post one video today. So that's going to be on Apocalypse Hotel, which by the name of it you can probably figure out what it is about. It's about a hotel in the apocalypse. It is post-apocalyptic type of genre, as well as slice of life, I would say. So yeah, anyways, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. This is one of many videos for my first impression videos, so if you do want to watch more for first impressions, I do have probably 15 plus videos already out for just the spring of 2025 season, so you can check those out on my channel. There's a few more to come. I think I'm gonna go up to Wednesday of this week for posting. It is a busy week still for me as a teacher. If you don't know, teachers are usually busy on April. It's just it is what it is. We have state testing and all that, so it just happens to be that week. So oh well. Also, I am about 2 subscribers away from reaching my subscriber mini goal, so if you want to be one of those, please do, and that's the best way to catch all these videos anyway, so do that. Okay, Apocalypse Hotel. Time of recording, there's about 2 episodes out. There might be 3 by the time this video posts, but 2 for sure, and it is only subbed at the moment. Like I said, it is a post-apocalyptic type of series, as well as slice of life with, you know, a lot of comedy to it, to be honest. So the episode starts, and really throughout the episode we get more snippets about it, but it starts with the detailing of how the world basically went downhill pretty quickly. Like most people believe, the world will go down eventually in probably a virus type of contamination or something like that. I mean, we probably will go into a war with another country, and eventually we'll bomb each other with biochemical stuff that will get us sick, and instead of exploding, we'll just die from sickness. And that's kind of what's going on. At least what I kind of felt like. The air is contaminated and all that. People are dying, people are moving, people are just trying to survive. There's different talks about places where they might be survival rates and all that. And the protagonist has a hotel manager who she still remembers, who left them behind and essentially promised to come back one day. He hasn't yet. So what ends up happening is the main characters of the story is a girl who is the protagonist of the story, and then a bunch of other robots that help produce and keep the hotel running. And if you watch the episode, maybe 1/4, 1/3 into the episode, you eventually put 1 and 1 together and realize that the girl is also a robot. We do get a flashback in between the episode where she remembers that the staff was well staffed, and essentially the robots are falling apart slowly but surely, because they're still working. Like, they're still working and trying to keep everything proper for a visitor, and it's been years since anyone has visited, but you know, they just fall apart. I mean, it is what it is. There's no one to keep maintenance on them. They can keep maintenance with each other, but there's just so much we can do. So there's a lot of things that happen in the episode, but that's the main part of that episode, is that we're seeing that the robots are also going through their own apocalyptic way. Is that even though there's no humans, they still need someone to help them continue. And there's a robot in particular that stops working, and she takes it to a back room, and then this back room is full of non-functional robots, which is crazy. And she just kind of is depressed about that. Like, we can see the robot has some type of feelings, which is like weird, but also like makes sense because she's the most human-looking, human-like type of android. So there is a doorman android who keeps opening the door, and each time he does it, he overheats, and that's the ongoing joke throughout the entire episode. And it also like reaches her stress level up to the episode, because he keeps doing it. And at one point she loses a shower cap, and she goes crazy about it. They like basically act like they lost the kid, and they're panicking about it, and eventually finds out that the doorman has it. And he's like, well, each time I overheat and you throw me water, like, I don't like it when you get me wet. Like, I know we're robots, but we still have in some way things that we hate and like, and I don't like it when you get me wet. So he's wearing the shower cap, and she's already overstressed. The day has been long, so she has kind of this talk to the robots, like that they're gonna pull through somehow. And he opens the door again, and again the comedy is over the top. It's funny. Like, he talks about like his purpose in life is to open the door, and that if he stops opening doors, he's gonna get rusty, and then one day he's not gonna know how to open the door, which is like ridiculous, but that's what he thinks. Well, at the end of the episode, he opens the door, everyone's like, oh my gosh, he did this again. And come and behold, it's someone is there. It looks like a figure of a human with a cap, with a hat. They think maybe it's their master, and then the light finally shines through, and it's an alien. It's alien looking guy that throws this like smoke out of him, and that's the end of the episode. Like, well, actually the robots kind of go like, we're here to service you, welcome to our hotel, and that's the end of the episode. I feel like it's gonna be like aliens visiting the hotel, them learning about them, maybe eventually learning about what happened to the earth, if there's any civilization still left, so on and so forth. I think that there probably still is, and I think they'll eventually will find life out there. But I think at the time being, it's like they don't know much. They've lived all their lives. They've stayed there. They've been faithful to the hotel. So I think they will eventually add more to the story and maybe figure out what happened to all the people. So, yeah, pretty good story. 2 episodes out. I don't think it's going to be top 5 of anyone's list, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can see my daughter slowly waking up. So thank you again for your love and support, guys. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel. And like always, don't be strangers. There's the bell.